The generation, May 14, 1948, if you are Jew, you don't depend of your Sabbath, not your circumcision. If you are Gentile, you're not going to depend, of your being member of the church for 20 years, giving your time, because you baptized. No. You have to depend of Jesus. Only Jesus. Now you will be participant of the rapture. How we know that? How is that going to be happening? Let's see. Remember, we have to go from spiritual term to spiritual term. The G generation talked to Jesus in the book of Luke, chapter 11, verse 29. They said to Jesus, I want to a sign. That was the scribes, that was the Pharisees. They are educated. They know the Bible. They know the Old Testament, the Tanakh, the Torah. They want to ask Jesus, show us a sign. I want to know if you're Christ. They want to say to Jesus, I want to know if it is you, the book of Micah, chapter 5, verse 2:13. Micah, you are Bethlehem. You are the least of the province of Judea. Out of you will be arise the one who's going to rule over my people. And was the origin, went back into the ancient time. They know he's not a man that's going to rule over. It's a king, and this king is God, because origin went back to the ancient time. They want to know, are you Christ? That's what they want to know. They want to say, show me a sign. Show me a sign. But Jesus is omniscient. He never ceases to be God. He knows their heart. He knows what they are looking for. He knows they want to expose him. They want him to show, really, if you're Christ, give it to me a sign. You know what they asked Jesus? They said to Jesus, my father Joseph, my father Jacob, God showed to him the raptures. God showed to him the catching up. God showed to him the ladder. Are you the ladder? Are you this ladder? Are you this ladder? Are you the one who going to take us into heaven? That's why they have Jesus. Jesus knows that Jesus is smart, because he never ceased to be God. He's omniscient. He knows the heart. You know what he said? I know what you want. I know you want to see if I'm the king, if I'm the Messiah Christ, if I'm God, if I'm the ladder. Okay, you will know that. You will have to be participating. You must see me as your sin bearer. You must see me as Jonah spent 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the whale, the Son of Man. You must see the Son of Man spent 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. Meaning Jesus said, you have to see me die for you, bury for you, resurrected for you. Don't depend of your circumcision. Don't depend of your Sabbath. Don't depend of your bloodshedding. You Gentile, don't depend your member of the church. You baptize in the water. No, don't depend you been there for the church. No, you have to see me. You have to see me. Spending 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth for you. Only me. Now you know that. That this generation, May 14, 1948, May 14, 2008, that's going to participate. Jew, you have to see Jesus. Messianic Jew. The nation not going to see it yet. Gentile, you have to see it like this. Now, when Jesus tells them, meaning that 3 days and 3 nights will be May 14, 2008. For 3 days and 3 nights, you have to see me in the heart, will be May 14, 2011. Somebody will say, this is 3 days. Why you get 3 years? Jesus take 1 day for a year. Somebody will say, no. In 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 8, 1 day, somebody could take 1 day for 1,000 years. 1,000 is a day. Why you take 1 day for 100 years? For 1 day for a year. Why you take 1 day for a year? Because some place God take 1 day for 1,000 years. But remember 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 8, God was talking about the judgment. If you take the context, 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 8, from verse 1 to verse 10, that judgment from Noah until the destruction of the planet Earth. But now we're not talking about the judgment, because we said the judgment is not coming yet. He's talking about the catching up. And we have to go by context. We have to go by scriptures. We have to see which generation Jesus was talking about. Now we go back to the book of Numbers chapter 13 and chapter 14, where Moses send 12 spies, taking one on each tribe. We send them to the land of Canaan. The land of Canaan represents heaven. In the land of Canaan represents like a catching up, represents the raptures. He sent them to spy first and 10 of them came back with bad report, said, we saw giant, we cannot. And they troubled the multitude. Only 2 said, Jacob and Joshua and Caleb said, we can make it if God is with us. God was so mad. God said, okay, you don't believe me? Because you went for 40 days, and you came back with bad report. You're not going to see the raptures. You're not going to see the land of Canaan. You're not going to see spiritually heaven. The land of Canaan. This is not a shadow. Remember, always shadow. You're not going to see it. Meaning that you're going to spend 1 day for 1 year. You're going to spend 40 days. You're going to spend 40 years in the wilderness. Except your children on number 14, beginning from verse 21 to verse 30 to 31. Beginning from verse number 14, beginning from verse 21 to verse 30, 31. And he said, except your children under 20, because I'm going to take everybody from 20 of age, soldier, you're going to die in the wilderness. And they stay die in the wilderness. That there is on the same generation, in Matthew 23, verse 39, Jesus said, one day you will see wicked generation. Because the Father said, you are a wicked generation. Jesus said, you are a wicked generation. Luke 20 said, we are a wicked generation. Talking about the same generation of evil that doesn't believe God. And the same generation, we are having the right, to take 1 day for a year, because he was talking about the same generation. The 3 days, it will be 1 day for a year. 3 days will be 3 years. So May 14, 2008, 3 days and 3 nights in the well of the belly will be May 14, 2011. That's the first time. It's not the first time. We see it 3 times. The second time, when you reach the completeness time, which is May 14, 2008, you see, now, May 14, 2008, there's another prophecy called Hosea. Hosea chapter 6, verse 1 and 2. The verse 1 said, the Lord beat us, he will heal us. But look at the verse 2. The verse 2 said, after 2 days, we will live. On the 3rd day, he will wake up and we will walk at his countenance. Beautiful a prophecy. Hosea chapter 6, verse 2. When we reach the completeness time, May 14, 2008, after the Hosea chapter 6, verse 2 said, let's take the verse 2. After 2 days, that will be May 14, 2010. After 2 days, we will live. On the 3rd day, that will be the 3rd year. We're still taking 1 day for a year. On the 3rd year, he will wake up and we will walk as his countenance. That's the raptures. That's the second time we see May 14, 2011. Very easy. 3rd time we see May 14, 2011. Remember the number 14. Number 14, Jesus, God the Father said, you are wicked. You're not going to go except your children under 20. What he's talking about? Your children under 20, because he take everyone that was soldier, they begin from 20 years and up. And except your children under 20, he's talking about generation of 19. From 0 to 19. That is generation that going, God said, only they are going to the land of Canaan. Only they are going to see the raptures. Only they are going to see the land of Canaan. This is sign, shadow. Only they are going to see the raptures. This is the true one. Now what does it mean? Meaning this generation has a faith. God impute them the faith. They don't have the faith by themselves. God gave them the faith. God said, I gave you the faith. You will see the raptures. You will go to the land of Canaan. So that's 19. They spend 40 years, except they cannot go right away. But because God said, I had to wait for your father die in the wilderness, for 40 years. So they have the experience to see their father die. So we see faith, which is 19, plus experience. They have the experience. They see that. That's been 40. So, and he gave 59. So in the Bible, faith plus experience give you hope. Faith, which is the 19, the generation, experience the 40 they have, and they reach 59. That's hope. This is in the Bible. Hope is not a shame. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. You don't have to be ashamed. Hope will bring you. And Romans 5, verse 5 said, hope will give it you the love of God. It will be shed upon you. You see? So the love of God, everyone who reach the completeness time, remember, completeness time, you have the love of God. Okay? That will be the generation. You put 1 on 59, that will be generation May 14, 2008. And the same prophecy of Hosea will be applied after 2 days. We will live. On the 3rd day, he will make us wake up and we will walk out in countenance. 3 times we found May 14, 2011. We're talking about May 14, 2011. It's very short, my brother. This is something wonderful. I present it to you exactly based upon what God gave it to us. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord turn his face upon you, be gracious. May the Lord lift up his countenance and bring you peace. And we say, Shalom, Shalom, peace, peace.